All right, introducing our contender from the blue corner tonight with 21 fights under his belt, 12 wins, 7 losses and 1 draw. He's fighting out of Stamp's Muay Thai in Queensland under the trainer Jamie Stamp. Please make some noise for Robbie Stamp. And fighting out of the red corner, gentlemen with 167 fights, 101 wins, 59 losses and 5 draws with 2 no contest, the current WKBF World Champ and the current MASA World Champion. Give it up for Ben Burridge.
You know, it's all easy to say when you're watching it from the outside. Very different when you're in the game.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, you're absolutely right. He was pretty much too little, too late.
Sure.
It's not his weight class. He normally fights 20 kilos lighter than that. So he did all right. It's good enough. He just enough. He just got to get his weight back down. Then we're fine. Who punched hard? What can we say?
Yeah, he looked like he really did punch hard.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I'm looking forward to this fight.
Absolutely.
3 threes. Robbie Stamp, Ben Burridge. Stamp, Ben Burridge.
Ben Burridge has been around for a very long time. Fought anyone and everyone.
Yes, he
any
has.
any style. Very tough boy.
This is true.
Yeah.
Former WKBF World Champion, VF World Champion, former Massa World Champion. And, of course, he's now the current WMC MD Champion at 72 kilos. Ben Burridge, he'll go anywhere, like you said.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to this fight. 3 threes. You know, it's interesting because World Fight comes here to Australia bringing some of the finest fighters in Thailand. I mean, I was just sort of working out the figures between those Thai fighters themselves. Over 560 fights between them.
Totally different world, isn't it?
Is it
when they're starting at the age of, start training 4 or 5 years old, having their first fights at 6 or 7 or 8, and by the time they're getting to the big stadiums in Bangkok, they've already had 250 fights, and they're only like 18 years old.
That's interesting, because I know you've had some time. You spent about 9 years over in Thailand and so forth.
Right.
That's very interesting, coming having the experience that you have had in the culture. Your thoughts on how our Aussie fighters will actually, go against some of these guys? Because, obviously styles make fights. What happens with these guys when this contest begins?
The big difference with the foreigners is our punching power.
Okay.
We can string punches together. The Thais are more one shot, one punch at a time. Come to kicking and clinching, different world altogether.
Okay.
Okay. Not many of the Westerners can keep up with the clinching of the Thais.
Yep.
But yeah, the foreigners are coming a long way. They're coming up really quickly in the sport. That's good. That's good.
What can we expect of this fight? I don't know if you know much about Robbie Stamp. I know you know Burridge, but what can we expect from this fight that's coming up now?
Well, Robbie's also been around for a long time. Not the experience of Ben. It's going to be technique versus guts, I think.
Okay.
I believe it's going to be closer than what the numbers say.
Okay.
The stats don't really show how it's actually going to be.
Very interesting you say that, because one's got 21 fights and the other's had 21 fights and the other's had 167 fights.
It's a lot of fights over a lot of different styles. So they're all put together and
okay.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to this fight coming up. 3 threes. This is World Fight Australia. Thank you to our proud sponsors, it's Thai Airways, smooth as silk. I know you probably travel with these guys a few times.
Certainly do.
Okay.
Endlessly back and forward, great service, worth the money spent, absolutely.
Beautiful. However, with me, Pinky, obviously, having had some experience with Thai fighting, has a lot of experience as a fighter himself, and as a fighter he's a trainer of fighters. Here we go, coming fighters. Here we go, coming up round number 1. Dutch gloves. Oh, inside thigh kick there from Stamp. One from
swapping the leg kicks, leg kicks, trading.
They grab up against the rope. Referee comes to split him. He does it aggressively too.
Absolutely.
Separates them.
Great. It's really important for the ref to get in there really quickly because things can happen. Things can happen when you're in the heat of the moment.
Yeah. We do love the blue hair of Stamp. He really wanted to stamp his authority with the red hair right there. You love that blue and red corner?
Works out perfect, doesn't it? Looks absolutely great. Looks absolutely great.
See, this game, there's a lot of great personalities.
You need a personality.
I think you do.
Absolutely. Because this day and age with social media, with just internet in general, everyone knows who everyone is. If you've got, unless you're just that run-of-the-mill fella that does nothing out of the ordinary, no one remembers you.
I'm so glad to hear you say that. As this guy's side and shadow continues into the first round, there's a nice guy's double jab there from, and there's another right hand from Burridge.
Really trading there, aren't they?
They are. They grapple right up against the ropes. Very untidy, but the referee comes in. He separates them now. Stamp looks in the eye, and of course Burridge throws that jab. Doesn't touch it. He rushes forward. A nice little kick there, but gets him on the glove, which effectively hit him in the face as well.
Yep. As the head moves, that's a score.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more like you can get hit on the gloves, but if your body moves with it, then you're showing that you got hit. Not a lot of power in the knees, but there's some good hands being thrown.
Yep. I think they're wanting Burridge. The referee. The referee grabs him, just making sure he understands. I'm controlling this fight. Yeah,
absolutely. He's the boss in there.
Yes,
jumping on him, making sure they separate.
Yeah.
Very experienced referee.
And he misses there with the leg kick inside left. Of course, he throws a knee, very ugly and tight. He throws a knee, the referee comes in between them, separates them, move.
Stamp is definitely the stronger clincher here.
Yeah.
Ben is scoring from the outside.
Tries to throw a combo and misses. There's a right hand from Stamp that completely misses. Burridge throws a right hand and hits him inside the ear. Oh, and a nice body shot from Stamp. Grabs him.
Ben Burridge, being from a Kyokushin karate background, there's a lot more point scoring as opposed to the traditional Muay Thai stylists who pretty much always go for the knockout.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So is that my notice of? Oh, he throws the left roundhouse and completely misses and nearly goes over the ropes. So it's interesting when you talk about the point scoring, because I noticed with his punching, he seems to be as if he's reaching as opposed to driving.
Absolutely,
yeah. So that what that
racking
is.
up the points.
Okay.
Racking up the points.
Okay. And end of round number 1. Pinky, that's an interesting round. There. Scheduled for 3 rounds of action. It is Mr. Stamp, Robbie Stamp versus Ben Burridge.
Shout out and thanks
Absolutely,
to our sponsors, Triple X Super Sport.
Trained in Thailand himself, fought in Thailand.
KRU Muay Thai Association and Rob Stevens Graphics.
And those are just tuned in for worldfight-organization.com. It's live streaming. This is World Fight Australia. 9 great fights coming up. Of course, it's the Thai fighters, New Zealand fighters, Australian fighters on the card. We've come to fight number 4. It is Stamp versus Burridge, and of course, round number 1's just gone. Round 2 coming up.
It's a good little trading war. It's great.
With me, Pinky, my co-commentator, giving us his expert
here in Canberra.
knowledge of this great 8 limbs. I love that. It's amazing. When I first heard that, I thought, wow, it makes incredible sense when you think about what they actually use.
Absolutely.
Magnificent.
Yeah, been in the sport now close to 15 years and fallen in love with it.
Terrific.
It's my life. Yeah.
Okay. And so you're based out of South Australia, is that right?
Adelaide, South Australia.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Didn't fight there much.
No.
But only 3 fights in Adelaide.
And the rest you took overseas?
Anywhere and everywhere.
Fantastic. Hardest opponent you've ever fought?
Oh, wow. Big kickers. Zigzag from Singapore.
Okay.
Big body kicker. Unfortunately, my shoulder popped out early in that fight. And a Thai who was an ex-champion, Chainoi Harpalang. He big bombed me with hands. My first ever black eye in my life.
Wow.
Lucky to win that one though.
Okay. And we have seconds down. Going into round number 2. This is Stamp and Burridge. How this one pans out, we'll yet to see. I'm not 100%, but looking at that first round, I would be looking at. Ooh, Stamp was the harder hitter, and Burridge scored.
Solid leg kicks.
Yep. Misses there with the low one.
And those leg kicks, if you can't stand, you can't fight. So it's a definite advantage. I was a big leg kicker, hence I fractured my ankle twice.
Oh wow, okay.
There we go, lands another one.
Another one then, nice little combination there from Burridge, though. He gets him in the head and throws that jab again. Jumping knee that gets him.
The thing with that clinching, that elbow coming over the shoulder, once you get there, you don't have as much control unless you get in really close. You've got to get really close. You've got to keep your elbows in to pivot off their chest.
Okay. Listening obviously to Pinky with some expert commentating regarding technique and how to execute effectively. Burridge there throws a jab and misses, but he's hit him with an absolute. It's absolutely knocked him cold. That was an absolutely
very accurate shot.
Talking about Burridge just throwing a stamped his authority with the left hook from.
I was about to make a comment on Stamp's guard. I was about to say, if he doesn't guard up, he's going to get hit. But he landed the big punch.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because Burridge had just got a left and a right and sort of tagged him, but that left hook was just timed so well.
It's great to see the sportsmanship here, checking if the other fighter's okay.
We just also like to be a big shout.
Respectful. This is our sport. This is what our art is about.
Pinky, I'm so glad you brought that up. That is what it's about. If there's no lording it over or trying to, but drawing close after something. No one wants to see each other get hurt, but they just want to, I
talked about it earlier with my boy Rick. Last night we all had dinner together. We were sitting there all talking. Next night everyone's fighting each other. You don't see this in other forms.
Make sure that you are giving.
I don't know, but we'll probably go to a replay soon to see that if you've missed that. But our winner of this one here, Robbie Stamp.
From the blue corner, Robbie Stamp.
No worries.
We're in that smile proudly.
Well, Pinky, he wears that smile. Indeed, he should, because that was the most brilliant left hook. I mean, we won't see a replay of it, but boy, believe us, folks, those who are watching right now on worldfight-organization.com, the left hook was just well timed after Burridge had missed. On the button, indeed it was. And I love that. Stamped with authority. It really was.
And in saying that, Ben will be back for another one. He always will be. You know that.
Isn't that just the truth? I've done so many of his fights, emceed his fights, and he is always, after some cruel knockouts, some of them, goes away.
Yes.
But you know what? But you know what? A promoter's ring him, and he'll come back.
I will talk about this a bit later, but this is what I love in this sport, when people just fight.
Yes.
They come to fight.
Yes.
Anyone, anytime, anywhere. They just want to fight.
Can we get a round of applause?
Oh, I tell you what, Pinky, we just watched a great victory from Robbie Stamp there from Stamp's Muay Thai in Queensland. Trained, of course, by Jamie Stamp, family member, Ben Burridge. Tamworth Fighting Arts, he goes back. He's self-trained, but he'll go back to the drawing board and come back bigger, stronger. And I believe we're going to take it up to Drury Forbes as he interviews our winner.
Still smiling.
Still.
Beautiful to see. If you can't be happy after a win, what are you getting in there for?
Why? Indeed, why?
Celebration.
Why?
Celebration is what it's about.
Absolutely. Yeah, win or lose in this game, you know what? There's no losers. These guys, well, there they go.
Everyone loses. No one doesn't win.
And Drury Forbes takes it up now as he speaks to our win.
Okay.
Well, congratulations, Robbie Stamp, mate. Huge win, doing Queensland proud. Talk us through the knockout punch. Well, it was pretty awkward. It was hard to fight. He had pretty big kicks. He's put a big lump on my shin and stuff. That was a bit sore. But I saw he was fairly open for a left hook, so I thrown the kick and stepped off of it, and just landed well. So it's just good that I landed it. Thanks.
Your tactics coming into this one, Robbie, you mentioned he was an awkward fighter. What were you really focusing on in your preparation for this one?
Trying to get my knees in before he could, but I don't think I succeeded. I think he got a few more in than me quicker. I knew I was going to be heavier with my shots, but he was a bit faster with some things. But yeah, I landed the good one. So it was a good fight. I enjoyed it.
And talk us through the hair just quickly, Robbie. We're not used to seeing Queenslanders wear that colour.
Yeah, I know. It's from Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z. There's a new series. So I got it off of that. It's Super Saiyan God.
We love your work, Robbie. Congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers.